on the road to civil war. This is Thor.
What the fuck?
What's up, guys? Psycho Culture's Anarchy here, back in the studio with Polly Fez. Now then, let's continue our road to Civil War, why don't we? With the next movie of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, getting into this is a very fascinating thing about Marvel. About this movie in particular. In the world of Marvel, there's so many scientific things, there's so much science, and then there's Thor. Then there's the God of Thunder. You have all these scientific elements of the Marvel Universe with Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Hank Pym, Ant-Man, all that shit. But then you have Thor, who is the God of Thunder. So that was one of a big risk from the get-go. How exactly are they going to pull off the God Avenger, the Avenger who wields Mjolnir? And let me tell you, Kenneth Branagh, who directed this movie, did it brilliantly. Because, oh dear, because he understood the concept of it all. He understood that this is family drama. That is what Thor is about. Loki and Thor's rivalry. Odin, the bid and lust to be loved by his father, Odin, and all that shit. Loki's desire. Now, this comic book movie is kind of like, it's straight to, very relevant to how the original Thor comic went. Thor is a very arrogant, narcissistic, like, I am the fucking best kind of guy. But then when his coronation is interrupted by frost giants, what happens is that Thor takes his buddies Sif, Hogan, I forgot, the Warriors 3, and Loki to Jotunheim, which is the home of the Frost Giants. And then they realize that it was all a facade, it was all a fraud, and because of Thor's insolence, he gets banished to Earth, stripping of his powers. This is why I think this movie is great, is because right off the bat, it showed the godly aspect of him just, hang on, Thor, it's better you show it rather than me explain it. Thank you very much. So, it shows Thor's godly powers, but then right away it shows how he's struggling to be human. I love Thor as a human. Him just like trying to figure out, how to survive in the human world, where he gets the coffee. He's like, I like this. Which is, oh god, that meme is everywhere on Facebook. Isn't that right, guys? God, it's annoying. And then there's also him just, being so gentlemanly to Natalie Portman and all that shit and everything, and being friends with Eric Selvig, and Darcy being the goofball that she is. It's with her small little quips and shit, like, I ran him over with my car twice! Oh wait, no, that was Natalie Portman. But she tased him. But I do like Thor learning that, one of the best scenes was when Thor realized he can't wield Mjolnir anymore. It truly humbles him when he realizes that he is no longer worthy of wielding the hammer of Mjolnir. It just shows how truly human gods can be. And that's one of the best parts about this movie. Him just cleaning house, only to be, fucking denied his birthright that he lost. And then there's also Loki. Loki is hands down the best villain Marvel has made. I mean, I love Ultron and Kingpin. Actually, no, Kingpin and Purple Man are great contenders for, to be villains of Marvel that are just fantastic. But Loki is such a tormented character. He is just always trying to prove himself. He's such a sneaky and conniving, mischievous motherfucker. And that is one of the best parts about the movie as well. Loki just trying to prove himself. And then there's also when Thor finally accepts he's not going back to Earth. I love the Warriors 3. That's one of the best parts about it. The Asgardians mixing with the Earth culture and all that shit. It's just so fucking funny seeing that stuff. And then we also get the Asgardians, Warriors 3 and Sif versus the Destroyer. He beats the shit out of them. And then Thor, he asks Loki, please Loki, leave these people be. Take my life and leave him be. And what happens? Well, see for yourself. That's right, motherfuckers. He is worthy. And he just annihilates that destroyer with one quick tornado. And it's the best fucking scene. Well, it's not really the best. There's a lot of good scenes in this movie. I'm surprised. I really like this movie. Because, again, it's not just the story. It's the characters that really drove this movie home. Because Loki has the best scenes, in my opinion. Hands down, this movie made Loki truly to be a sympathetic and conniving villain when he is just trying to figure out, am I a frost giant? Like, what the fuck am I? Like, you lied to me my whole time, Odin. My whole life, Odin, you lied to me like that. And it just shows the family drama and all that shit, and him trying to prove himself and all that crap. And the fight between him and Thor is so heartbreaking, where Loki is just so furious. He's like, you were the fucking golden child. You were the golden child. I was the fucking second-rate, silver-tongued, sly devil that everybody looked down upon while you were cheered and paraded and all that crap. And seeing Loki just let go and fall into the abyss is truly sad, because even though after all their fights, Thor still loves his brother. And that is truly sad and truly cool at the same time. So guys, after that, Thor is for now cut off, but we know that's not to be. We got a little Easter egg to the Tesseract coming back and all that good shit with Loki influencing Selvig briefly. But other than that, guys, this movie, I still like it. I still think it's one of the best Marvel movies they've made for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. This is Psycho Culture's Anarchy signing off. Like, comment, and subscribe for whatever, because I'm going to do these videos regardless. Until you're psychotics, you stay crazy, motherfuckers. You stay crazy.